This is Nova's week 3 drills. Okay, so your front cross was a teeny bit late there, but you do it in 4 nice steps and you do it in a good location along this line between the wings. I like that you start the cross and then immediately move downstream with as you're crossing with your steps. The only issue, I think, I watched your video once before, so I could listen to it with your sound on. And you could hear a pretty loud tick on the bar, and understandably because it's could be a teeny bit sooner, but I think you do the best you can because you give yourself a tough start. You barely lead out and then run into it with her, so that's fine. It's good. Your cross could be a teeny bit sooner, but you made it tough for yourself with your opening. So, nice job. I don't love this at the end. See how she comes out of the tunnel? And she looks at you, and she looks at your hand, and then you toss the treat? That's going to be a pattern. And on one hand, you're just barely a teeny bit late with the treat, I could say, because you get it out pretty quickly. She doesn't like stop, look at you, have a cigarette, coffee break, and then you throw the treat. It's not like that. You get it to her pretty quick. But there's also kind of no excuse for it. You've got a perfect setup with this long tunnel, all that length. Once she goes in, and especially once she's clearly in there, you can throw that reward for the tunnel exit. So you have a perfect setup for perfect rewards, which would be on her line before she even gets a chance to look to you. So yes, we're going to struggle with the pinwheel start. And the reason she's going to do that is pretty clear. So, which is a good thing. If we had no idea why things go wrong, that makes it much more difficult because then we don't know how to fix it. So the good news is here that it's pretty clear what is going on when we put it on slow motion. And that is, every single time she takes the jump, she looks at you. She's already looking at you. And now you are starting your motion this way so you can get downstream to get to your stuff that you got to do. And as soon as your motion starts this way, she immediately comes with you. So there's kind of two issues going on here. There's a handling issue, which would be that you could support this jump stronger. See how you're not really supporting this jump at all, this orange jump? What are you doing right now to tell her to take the orange jump? I don't see anything. I see you just running sideways. All right? So we could give her with more of a dog side toe, dog side hand, send to this jump. And then start moving sideways, right? So we could give her a stronger signal to take that jump. On the other hand, the other thing, so I said there's two issues. That's the handling side. On the training side, she needs much more value for her line, for obstacles. All her value is running to sit in front of you to get her treats, because that's where she always gets her treats. Right there. I know I said in our last feedback is that imagine she's wearing a GoPro. When do the treats happen? It's right what she's doing right now. So it's very understandable that she comes to do that every time, because that's always where her treats come from. So now we watch it in slow motion. And this is one of the great things about video review, though, because when you're out there running this, I'm sure this was very frustrating for you. To just keep trying and be like, what the hell is going on here? But now with video, it's very clear, and this is a good camera angle to see it also. It's very clear, very obvious what is going on. See how she takes the jump? Look at her nose. Every single time she takes the jump, she looks at you. And that's what happens here. So she looks at you. Look where she looks. Look at her. Hey, where's my treat? She is right now in her reinforcement zone. You need to change her reinforcement zone to being along her path. after she takes obstacles, not stopping and looking at you, giving you puppy dog eyes. Watch her take the jump. Boom, looks right at you. As soon as she takes every obstacle, she looks to you and look at her. She's like, hey, where was my Trito? I came to the reinforcement zone, which is right in front of you. And you said, that was not what I wanted. Every single time she takes the jump, the obstacle, she comes trying to find you. Okay, see how she even did it there? She did it there as well. See how she's looking at you? And it's not till like right somewhere in there where she actually takes the jump because you keep going that way. So, 2 fixes here. Pay her for taking the jump on her path. That's the training aspect. The jumps should pay her, not you. And the second thing is on the handling side, you could give a stronger dog side toe, dog side hand. So, after like 4 attempts, we finally get success. She goes and she takes the orange jump. And let's see what happens from her perspective. So she went out and she took the orange jump. And then time goes on, and then time goes on, and then we reach into our pocket, and yay, she gets paid. In Nova time, what did she get paid for? She got paid for standing right in front of you, facing you, and then you tossed a treat. That's what she got paid for. She did not get paid for taking that jump. The jump did not reward her. Mom rewarded her for standing in front of her, looking at her, and then she got paid. So you can see how it's very clear why she wants to be in this zone all the time where she gets paid, looking at you, waiting for the magic hand to come out of the magic pouch with a magic Trito. So hopefully that's pretty obvious that we can see that, okay? All right.